And what's up again, YouTube people? Yeah, I'm sitting in the same spot as always. Day after day, playing guitar, opening the door for the mailman who brings pedals. I know. It's a horrible life. I wish someone knew. I don't wish anyone would do anything. I want to be right here every freaking day. MP Audio from, I was gonna say California. Why? It's much better than California. It's Australia. From Australia. They do killer stuff over there. Shane, thank you for testing this pedal. Shane from In the Blues from Australia, because otherwise I would have never known about MP Audio. And of course in Australia we cannot forget Brett Kingman. Brett Kingman. He sits just in a room like this, has a lot of fun, and does insane pedal demos, but I don't have to tell you because you know this. So Matthew Pennycook from Australia makes these really cool pedals, and that's the first one he has finished and is going in full production. It's called the Blue Brit, and if you can maybe see this in the back, very, very subtle, there's actually a British flag. It really has nothing to do with any British sound if you ask me. It's just called the Blue Brit. And it's a low gain overdrive that keeps your guitar sound intact and gives you just a little bit of dirt while still being very open and hi-fi. But we're gonna listen to this through my Markus Quenzel custom guitars, or Quenzel if you're in the US or Australia. I can't do an Australian accent. I can barely do a German accent, really. My Quenzel custom guitar. It's the M3. It's very, very thick Sweetwater mahogany body, so there is mahogany in it. But of course, maple here, maple there, maple everywhere. Beautiful matching headstock with maple tuner heads on it. Look at this neck. Isn't this neck just insane? Yes, it is. And the pickups are from Bob Gabriel from Four Seasons Pickups. Custom made for this guitar. They're pretty much like vintage paths, with a beautiful call tab that gives you a very, very beautiful clean sound. And that's going into the Blue Brit, going into the Strymon DIG over there for some delay in case we need it, going into the Carl Martin Custom Shop 50 watt head, 50, huh? And this is hand wired, absolutely mega boutique. If you were to buy this in the store, you'd spend about €4,500 for this setup right here with the 212 vintage 30 loaded. But they're selling it direct to you, passing the savings onto you, for $1,700 for the head, and I think about $800 for the cap. That's really dirt cheap. That is, where the Badger is right there. Actually, the Badger is more expensive now, and when you play them right next to each other, the Badger sounds like a freaking toy. I know it's a great amp and I love it, but it sounds like a toy compared to this. And it's made for making pedals loud. Sounds like this. I don't know what I was gonna go for a sharp 11. It really doesn't work for some reason. It works like this. I don't know. And here's the single coil sound. If you see me push this tone knob, you know I'm in single coil. Look at that spank in the middle with the humbuckers. This is really a guitar for the Strat lover who likes a little bit more chunk in the trunk. That's kind of what it is. So, we're gonna turn this puppy on. Controls are kind of weird. We got gain here, and I love that he just, used the letters and didn't put a lot of fonts on here. Gain here, V for volume. Then we've got can't even see this. What is this? Oh, T, right there. T for tone. And that's pretty much just a high frequency roll off. So it's not a plus, minus, whatever. It's just for high frequency roll off. So if you have it all the way up, you have all the frequencies in. Now, if you roll this back and you still want some of that crispiness in there, you're going to roll up as far as I understand. The P for presence, I think. So, a little bit unconventional, but let's play around with it and see what happens. So we're gonna go, bunked the camera. So let's see. Is this straight? Let's go power chord here. Very transparent, doesn't really influence the sound at all, just adds that little bit of grit. It brings a tiny bit of definition back. As far as I know, he uses hi-fi components. So sometimes his creations might be a little bit, you know, too hi-fi, too clean, too crisp, too much high-end. And for that, we have the high-frequency roll-off to bring it back to where we guitar players like it, all dull and shit. So let's bring up the gain, that's what we all want to hear. Get that high and big. You can see that's maybe a little bit too much. So we roll it off, all to your liking. Has pretty much no compression whatsoever, so don't expect the beautiful singing long lead sound, because it doesn't influence your tone like this. It's trying to stay very neutral. So if you want that, well, just put a compressor in front of it. Compressor? What's a compressor? Wow! Sound like Sean Connery. Yes, you gotta want a compressor in front of it, you know? You gotta shave the compressor. I have no idea what I'm doing. I suck at accents, especially the German one. That is full gain. Yeah, it's transparent as hell. It's not the... Why am I telling you this? Here's my 2 cents. So here's my little summary of, well, the Blue Brit from MP Audio from Australia. Australia. I don't know how to... They have a really cool accent and I can't do it. I suck at it. Anyway, Blue Brit. What do I think? Well, it is very hi-fi. And that is one of its strengths, because it actually really lets your guitar through to the amp. It lets your amp sound the way it does. It lets your guitar sound the way it does. It highlights single coil sounds and humbucker sounds and all this. But it also can sound a little bit too hi-fi, too little of its own thing, and too. But Matt knew that, and that's why we have this high frequency roll off, and that high end that defines all out of the pedal. You can roll it off, and it's not the plug it in and you're in Nirvana pedal. It's not the wow, I'm amazed. It's more like it grows on you, and you have to work for the sound, because it shows your guitar and your amp the way it is. It's not the solution if you have sound problems. It really isn't. It is the pedal that gives you a little bit of dirt when you need it for exactly the sound that you're used to. And a lot of, tone Nazis out there love exactly that. They don't want to change the sound that they spend so much money on with the pedal. They'd rather have the pedal enhance it a little bit. And even when you have it...
Sorry.
Could you maybe not do that?
Okay. Maybe not.
Moms. Obviously it's got true bypass. I really love the aluminum, very straightforward design, and very cool kind of top on it. It's a very simple design, but tried and true. So bottom line, its magic doesn't immediately unfold itself for you. But if you need that little bit of crispness on top of things, or that, not Christmas, crispness, crispidity, crispiliciousness, the Blue Brit can deliver. And obviously, since it doesn't have a lot of compression, which is nice to have a pedal that doesn't have compression. I can remember the, not the Blue Brit, the Blue Rain. What's with the blue? From Joyo also doesn't have a lot of compression. And these pedals feel like they're difficult to play because they don't immediately bring your sound up front and make your notes sing. It absolutely has its benefit. Just slap a compressor in front of it if you want that. But if the pedal always compresses, you're not that flexible. So I think Matt, with his first pedal right out of the gate, has a winner here. It's about 200 Australian dollars. I don't know what that is in real money. I have no idea. What?
Isn't it real money?
Australia? I don't know how they pay down their Australian dollar. That's not real money. And what was I gonna say? And I have a couple of his prototypes right now that I'm testing, and they have really cool EQ sections. So he's on the right track of actually bringing out a whole series of very, very cool guitars. So we're gonna have our eye on him, and of course, communicate with him frequently. You guys, if you buy this, communicate with him. Make sure that there is a constant stream of information between what the player needs and what the builder can build. So, way to go, Matt. I'm looking forward to a lot more Skype sessions and Facebook chats and really cool exchanges in tone craziness. Now the dogs are coming, I don't know why. Okay, I will see you. And don't pay any attention to her. She's just the one who gave birth to me some 27 years ago. Right? Who, you?
What?
I said you gave birth to me 27 years ago.
Yes. Yes.
It's a lot more than that. Okay, I see you, nutzos.